In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to go over what people are realizing about you. If you've been around and you've seen me before, you can go straight to your reading and I'll see you there. If you're brand new to this channel, hi, my name is Jacey Everly, and this channel is all about connecting with your highest divine self. If you're totally new to Pick a Card readings on YouTube, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, then go down to the description box below and find the timestamp correlating to the number that you've chosen. Click on the timestamp and that is where your reading will start, and I'll see you there. And without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, how are we all doing? Thank you so much for your continued support on this channel. Let's find out what people are realizing about you. You guys have really grown as a person. I really feel that growth energy around you. Your energy expands bigger. People can feel you. You're a little bit generally more intimidating. If you weren't already before, I feel like a lot of you guys in pile number 1 were already sort of intimidating to a number of people in your life, and now you're even more so intimidating to those specific people. Although there are many people in your life that see eye to eye with you, we all individually have those different types of people in our life, if that makes any sense. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so what people are realizing is that you guys have really unleashed your potential. I feel like that sounds so cheesy, but that is what is really coming through. And what people are realizing about you is that you've really come in alignment with who you truly are. Again, that sounds kind of cheesy again. All right, this is the cheese pile. You guys are just soapy drama queens in your beautiful life in the best way possible too. As in, I feel like you guys have really come one with your soul, and that's what people are realizing about you. So again, this is very outside focused, whether you feel like this is true or not, if this is you as a person or not. This is just simply how people view you and what they're realizing about you, their perception and their perspective of you and their assumptions of you and what you've become. And you guys have really expanded on an energetic level, and this manifests in so many ways. They maybe have noticed that you guys are changing careers, changing friend groups, whatever that means for you. People are realizing, actually, you know what? I feel as though in your particular life, pile number 1, people super notice your changes, your glow ups, your improvements, your promotions. Whether you try to be private about that or not, or if you talk about it or not, people do notice it very strongly. I feel this intense energy of attention on you guys these days, pile number 1. These are timeless readings, so whenever you are listening to this is whenever you're meant to hear it, and this is applicable to you right now. Passion flower. Here, let's get some clarity cards from the lovely, lovely tarot. You guys are blossoming. You guys are so much more colorful and vibrant. I don't know what you guys are drinking and eating and doing with your life, but whatever you're doing is really working in terms of looking so vibrant to so many people, more vibrant than ever before. You guys are on this ascension, and people can see you continue to ascend and as if you're never going to stop. And a lot of people, I feel like 1 or 2 people in your life feels like they're being left behind and they don't know how to catch up with you, and they almost feel a sense as though you're leaving them behind. Take it however resonates. And if this is your first time here, if there's anything, and you're new to tarot, if there's anything that doesn't resonate, then these messages are not for you, and you may want to entertain clicking on another pile, and that's how you know when that reading is true to you and matches your energy and is a reading for you. Yeah, okay, I see people, I feel like there's so much attention on you that there are people sort of, whether they're either literally gossiping about you, or they have a lot of mental chatter about you within their own minds. I do feel that. Yeah, again, with the whole energy that you guys are carrying around these days, it feels big, and people can subconsciously and psychically feel that from your existence. They feel your power, they feel your presence. You guys are making big moves in your life, and people cannot help but to notice that. And a lot of people, I feel like most, if not all people in your life, whether they love you or hate you, it doesn't matter which category they are in, they assume that you're going to be highly successful. Like all people in your life, even your exes, they think very highly of you. They feel and assume that you will be very successful. Okay, because we also got the Knight of Pentacles. You guys are on your road to financial and career abundance and success. There's definitely going to be some gossip around this energy. And, you know, people are starting to really realize that you guys are so much more capable of all these words that I want to say are so cheesy. You guys have this ability to conquer life, I want to say. You guys are grand. You guys are able to take on big things in life and succeed with it, and also be in alignment and be on that vibration and be in that state of presence where you're able to just channel in the right things. You know, channeling isn't only for spiritual, you know, practitioners. It's also when you are simply in the zone, you're channeling. When you're vibrating high, when you are having a good time, you're channeling God. You can be sewing, and if sewing is your God-gifted talent and your God-gifted calling, and you're letting yourself sit down and indulge in that activity, you're going to be channeling. That's what artists do. That's what athletes do. That's what anyone that really is in their zone is doing. They're channeling. And I feel as though people are realizing that you are powerful channelers when you let yourself be. And you guys must be letting yourself be and do that. If people are realizing this about you, I pick that up in this reading for you guys. So whatever you're doing, people feel the striking presence of your existence when you walk into the room, when you talk to them, when any interaction that they have with you, pile number one. They feel this level of intense energy in your eyes, in the way you move. And people are realizing that they can't F with you. They can't. They cannot step all over you when some people have... You know what? I feel like I'm mentioning this point is because some people in your past have walked all over you. In the past, you may have been a pushover, and maybe you have been somewhat of a people pleaser, but people are seriously seeing and feeling the energy of you not... have evolved so much that you're not allowing people to walk all over you anymore. Yeah, okay. As I'm saying that, we get the Death card. So that's a huge confirmation about you are no longer the person that people have known you to be. And that's the biggest realization that people have made in the recent times about you, is that you're no longer the little girl or the little boy. You're no longer the pushover. You're no longer the meek, naive individual that lets people make decisions for them. You are now have grown and transformed. Pile number one, look at this Death card. You guys have really have come through the gates and come through the elevated dimensions of who you are now, which is in your power. You are focusing on yourself. You are not letting people step all over you not at all. You are on your... you are on your own unique high horse, I want to say, in this particular imagery. You're focused. This Knight of Pentacles is a person of focus. Yes, the person doesn't move super fast, but they are still very determined, and they are not easily wavered. And that's who you guys are now, and that supports this card, Surrender, Passion Flower. Supports that energy of the Knight of Pentacles. This individual, no matter, I feel like your feminine and masculine energy is so balanced. Both of these people, and both of them represent you, pile number one. They are in their own space, in their own zone. They do not give a F at all. That's so good, pile number one. I love that energy for you. People realize that they can no longer push you around because you're no longer allowing people to push you around. You've done that in the past, and it didn't work for you. It doesn't work for most people, actually, and everyone is their own beautiful, delicate journey. So, you know, you've really come past that, and you've learned what you needed to learn, and you have grown in so many ways, and people are realizing that they no longer have control over you, if they even had control over you in the past. And some people really did have control over you in the past, and you gave them a lot of power, but now you are seeing and the truth of everything, really, of how people think, their intentions, your energy interacting with them. I feel like you guys are so much wiser, and people are realizing that as well. You guys have grown. People are realizing that this version of you now is so much more powerful, and it's not to be messed with. I sense some regretful energies around you where they feel like they should have treated you better, pile number one. So that is huge. You guys have come through some extremely giant quantum leaps in your life, because the type of realization energies that I sense for you guys around, you know, in the people, is that it feels low-key shocking. And that tells me that you guys, people that have really known you for a long time, even have this same energy of kind of a shock of how far you've come and how much you've grown as a person, pile number one. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much again for your continued support, all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I feel so blessed to even honestly have a YouTube channel with any subscribers. I first started this YouTube channel thinking, I just made it for myself, actually. I didn't think anyone would want to watch me. So here we are. Thanks again. If you liked it, help me boop that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you in another one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two. How are we all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Let's find out what people are realizing about you. I had so many cards fly out. All right, we have strong energy, rapid energy for you guys, pile number two. Okay. All right. Wow, pile number two, we have so much going on for you. I'm not surprised why these cards flew out initially, because we have the Eagle card. Oh man, you guys are intense. What the heck is going on with you guys, pile number two? People are realizing a lot about you. I almost feel like this is a collective reading, all the piles joined together, because pile number one was similar, but you guys have a different energy for sure. But at the same time, in the same notion, you guys have a similar explosive energy and this big energy that's going on. But I feel like you guys are a little bit more subtle, and people, you are in the stage of expansion and growth in your journey, that people are more, you spark curiosity in people more so, where pile number one was more of like a shocking energy. Yeah, so people are realizing, okay, that's interesting. So some people in your life actually feel like they love and care for you a lot more than they realize. They realize that they have more feelings for you than they thought. This is very specific. So this must be someone specific in your life, pile number one. This is one person in your life that feels as though they're surprised that they have growing feelings for you, and they're not sure what to do with it right now, because they have learned that you are so extraordinarily dynamic with the way you are as a person, and they love that about you. There's so much going on in your life, number two. I'm getting lost in your sauce. So let's start here. And the love. Okay, yes, this is very straightforward, and it's someone, and the energy about this card is someone that didn't think that they would metaphorically bleed for you. They came here to hold your hand and enjoy life with you, and all of a sudden it's this romantic type of, when you're bleeding for someone, it's really quite dramatic in my opinion, and in this, with the way I am feeling and seeing what's going on with this person and what they're experiencing of you. It feels so dramatic, but that's exactly what they're feeling. It feels so much more deep and fulfilling to them than they would have ever anticipated. You know, they came in here thinking they're just gonna fly in and just have a fun time with you and enjoy each other's company, and it's beautiful and you guys jive along really well, but the arrow has struck their heart. I feel as though with their energy at this time that they don't know what to do with it, so you might be experiencing some stagnancy in the connection. Maybe they're still processing their feelings for you. So what people in your life, Spirit wants me to focus in on that one person still. So that one person, pile number two, they realize that you guys are so strong, so wise, and you're so much more mature beyond your years, and that in itself is so attractive. That maturity is attractive in any gender, whether you're male or female. Emotional, spiritual maturity is so attractive. You have a big heart, you are strong, you are capable, this individual, this card, she is able to move the oceans with her uterus. You see that? And you have the mountains made out of crystals and gemstones, and the lion's head just resting on her shoulder. So people are realizing that you're so much more robust as a person, well-rounded of a person than they would have initially realized. When they first met you, whether if we're talking about generally in your life, take it however it resonates, or if it's just that one person that you're maybe seeing or even in a relationship with, or if you just got to know them, when they first saw you, they actually felt like you're this cute butterfly, that's metaphorical butterfly that's prancing around and being pretty and being cute, and that person was just chasing a cute little butterfly, and they just got to know the cute little butterfly. And we have this dragonfly imagery to confirm that. And the longer that they got to know you, they realized that your energy is this super wise old soul that has a lot, and that's an understatement, to give to any connection, to friendships. And you truly do. Pile number two, you guys have a lot to give when it comes to your friendships, with your family, when it comes to your workplace. When you give it your all, you truly do give it your all, and it's a very nourishing energy and love that you offer people. And I wouldn't be surprised if some people realize this in the time of knowing you and made the assumption based off of their insecurities that they're not good enough for you, and that has caused confusion for you. You're wondering why they backed away. You're wondering why they started reclusing and not interacting with you as much as they did before. It's not because of you. It truly is about them. A little cheesy of a line, but let me explain. So they felt as though they were not on your level when they realized that you were this person. You are not that cute little butterfly, dragonfly that's flying around. No, you are this wise soul that has completed many lifetimes. And whether if they realize this in their conscious awareness, they definitely felt this subconsciously. And some people are not spiritually deep enough to realize that they're behaving this way on a human level, but their soul and their subconscious consciousness feels this way, and therefore it inspires them to behave in ways that are unfavorable, but they don't even realize it. So I want to just say that they are not being malicious. If you guys have been hurt in the past or been burned in the past, it's that they actually didn't know that their actions affected you in that way, pile number 2. I felt like that was important to say. So people are realizing that you have two sides of your personality, that you can be super extroverted and you're really powerful at getting things done easily. And people wonder why and how you do things and complete things so easily. Whether you feel like that's true or not, I feel like you guys have a personality that is quite hard on yourself. So it's almost a little nugget of advice from the highest spirit today is to, if you were just a little bit more easy on yourself, I think in general you would have a nicer, more pleasant time with life. Because what people realize that about you is a true statement, in that you guys have karmically collected so much good karma over your lifetimes and over this lifetime that things come to you easier. Shape-shifting, so things are working in your favor in all ways right now, pile number 2. Yeah, so there's two sides. There's the extroverted, there's the creation part of you, and then there's this super introverted side of you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are categorized in the, what's called, ambivert. Every time I hear or see or read the word ambivert, it reminds me of a reptile. Why does it remind me of a reptile? Ambiverts. Okay, anyway, that's super side note. So I want to say that people realize that you guys are such powerful manifestors, and the things that you have manifested in your life scares people, as in they really do ask themselves and question to themselves, how did pile number 2 manifest that? How are they able to create that so magically without, so easily? You have the shapeshifter and the hermit. And this hermit card in this particular design has these circles that's circulating around this individual. And it's when you go into meditative state and when you go into this zone of creation with your mind, you're able to come into this state of being where you have full control of your world, and people are realizing that your imagination is so freaking powerful. Whatever you think actually comes true. And this is important to say because yes, we can all manifest, and that's true to all of us, but in particular to you guys, pile number 2, people are realizing that you for some reason are so much more powerful than most other people, and it happens so much more faster than other people. Whether you feel as though that's true or not, this is what people are witnessing of you and realizing that about you. Because I don't know, maybe you guys have had a promotion lately at work, maybe you guys are traveling more. I see this kind of world type of imagery where you're floating around in this globe. So in a sense, you guys have this transient type of energy that you're bringing around, and you are floating around, flying around, being your best lovely self, and you're in creation mode of creating your best possible life. And people are noticing that and realizing that your ability of creating things and manifesting things into your life are so much more effective than how they manifest, and they admire that. They are almost slightly jealous of that, I do feel. They realize that, I intuitively put these cards in the back. It's because people realize that gossip and dark forces cannot get to you. Pile number 2. People strongly realize that you're not affected by people's negativity. People realize that you cannot be messed with. You guys don't allow that energy to get to you at all. I feel as though people recently and in the past have successfully gotten to you and recently have tried and it failed. You guys are so divinely protected right now, and I see that here, I see that here, and I see that definitely especially here with all the stars and the eagle. All this, the planet is inducing this protective energy in you and around you. It's all happening. I see it so clearly. And you keep yourself pretty private. People also realize that about your career and with things that mean a lot to you. You're so private. You know what people thought of you before is that they thought you lived a very simple life and you don't have much going on for you. That's what people assumed of you. And now they've actually realized, pile number 2, that it's not that you didn't have anything going on. You actually don't have a simple life. They've realized that you have so much going on and your life is so much more grander than they had ever realized. And I feel like people feel stunned and feel shooketh and feel just taken aback by how much is actually going on in your life. I'm not sure if something you did recently that revealed a little bit of how much is going on in your life, but this Knight of Pentacles that's behind the spread really tells me that people realize that actually you're just a very private person. You don't post all of the things that you do. You don't talk about all of the things that you do, but you show people how you live. You show people who you are as a beautiful soul of a person. And you guys, people realize that you're so much more of a family person and that you're so much more stable than they had assumed you to be in the past, pile number 2. So these are incredible, amazing things that you guys have grown into, pile number 2. I'm so proud of you. And this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support with all the likes, with all the subscribes, with all the shares. I appreciate you guys so much. And help me boop the like button if you haven't already done so, and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my super fun pick of cards. Let's find out today what people are realizing about you. Thank you so much, everyone, for your continued support, all the likes, all these subscribes, all the shares. I feel so blessed to be here doing this with you guys and for you guys. I actually started this YouTube channel for myself, not thinking that it would get anywhere. And here we are, slowly just simply happening. Okay, what are people realizing about you, pile number 3? Oh man. Okay. This is just a spread of excellence. Pile number 3. You have the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So paired with the 8 of Wands and the High Priestess. So Do we need to clap for you? Pile number 3, you guys are just extraordinary individuals. People are realizing this more and more about you. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are outstanding individuals in general. Even, you know, even your whole life, people have seen you that way, and they weren't sure why, and they have always, a lot of people in your life have put you on somewhat of a pedestal, regardless of what stage you are in. That I feel that deeply, and in your case, pile number 3. But lately, they have realized that your hard-working ethics and nature has really come to fruition, as in their assumptions of you were right, of how amazing you are as a person and how successful you have been. Whether you feel this to be true or not, this is about other people making their assumptions about you, right? So I'm telling you, pile number 3, whether you believe me or not, that people have always seen you relatively higher than most people in their lives. You guys have won the hearts of many people along the path of life. And especially these days, they're realizing that they were not wrong. That's the main thing. They assumed you to be amazing and high achieving, and they're realizing that they're right. That's the realization for you guys, pile number 3. You guys are collecting your coins, you are getting your promotions, you are going on your trips, you are getting your opportunities flying on your lap. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are successful influencers, successful businesswomen or men, and if you are not currently experiencing that, I feel like you guys will. Simple as that. King of Pentacles, I feel like people realize, okay, this is a very specific message. Pile number 3. King of Pentacles, I read this in a few different ways for you guys. People are realizing that you're really good at dealing with opportunities. You're able to perform well in interviews. You're able to get your point across when it comes to high-performing individuals, like with other high-performing individuals. The dealings in a business meeting, you're good at handling work-related things. You're good at handling your money. People are realizing this more and more, and you're not to be messed with in the realm of career. You know what you're talking about. People realize that you actually have a much better grasp on your finances than they had thought you to have been in the past. That you have a lot going on for you in terms of career. Whether you feel like this is true or not, it's the way you carry yourself that makes people assume this of you and realize this of you. They definitely know that you're extraordinarily intuitive, because whatever you've done in the past, people were shocked and realized that you're so much more intuitive and psychic about the people around you than they had thought before. You know, they always saw you highly and they always respected you, but more so lately they realized that your intuitive abilities are so much more frighteningly accurate and powerful than they assumed you to be before. I can't stop admiring. Okay, so I'm feeling this intense sense of admiration for you guys, and this is the energy that people carry for you guys as well. Pile number 3, they're realizing that you are so much more of an aspiration, is that the right word? An inspiration for people, for themselves, and for people around you as well. You're someone to be listened to. You know, some people heard you in the past, but they never really took you seriously. That's only some people in your life, pile number 3. Don't go judging all your people in your life because I said that. I feel like it's only some people in your life that didn't take you as seriously as they should have, whereas now they do. So you kind of have, not kind of, you guys have that authority, newfound sense of authority, I feel like in your life in general, because you've always had this in you, but for some reason the way you are living your life, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the things that you have in your life, and people see that, and they see you of someone that is of high success, and you will continue to attract highly successful things in your life and opportunities and people. People realize also that you're able to follow God-given callings, and that's why you live life seemingly with so much ease when it comes to finances and resources. You have a queen of wands. People are realizing that you guys are unstoppable people. You guys, pile number 3. I mean, what more can I say? You guys are just the absolute killing it with life, for lack of better words. I don't get it. Why do we have so many pentacle cards? Please tell me in the comments below what's going on in your life that people are seeing you so highly. You know, there's a group of people in your life that has a newfound sense of admiration for you. There's another group of people that are shocked at how psychic you are and how much you can read the room. Like it's like a new piece of information that they have about who you are as a person. And then there's another group of people that see you as someone that's absolutely unstoppable, and that you will get what you want in this lifetime, no matter what. That you just keep going. There's no stopping you at all. They're realizing, and you know, why do they realize that now? Like, why is this a now thing and not before thing? You know, before the energy felt more so that they assumed that you had all this going on. They sensed it, they kind of sensed it, but now they know it. That's the difference. They realize that you have so much more of a foundation in your life than you show to have, I want to say. I feel like there's a better way of saying it. 2 of Cups. You guys are able to meet eye to eye with the right things in life. Again, this brings me back. This is a very career-oriented group. Are you guys super career-oriented? Whether you guys feel like you are or not, they see you as someone that's able to get things done. You know, it's you're that type of person that has all the links, has all the connections and networks. If you need someone for something, call pile number 3 up to find a connection for this particular thing. You guys are well connected and have the connections. That's what people feel like. You guys are resourceful. That's what people are realizing. You guys are smart in the way you handle life, and that includes your resources, your finances, your connections. You're efficient with your business. You're efficient with your money. You're efficient. Oh my gosh. Pile number 3. What's going on? We have our pentacle cards. Ace of Pentacles. Right. So, you know, what can I say? Pile number 3. Okay. You know, yeah, sure. We'll just pretty much say the same thing, but in a different way. We just pulled out the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician cards. So you're pulling, it's as if you just pull magic out of the sky. You just reach your spiritual metaphorical hand up into the blue skies, blue, beautiful, cloudy skies, and you pull down a rabbit from God. You just pull it out from the sky, your job, your money. People don't really know where your opportunities come from. It just magically comes flying at you. You know what I think of you guys, pile number 3? I think of a person that is always happy, super successful. You take your work seriously, you work hard, but you also play equally as hard, if not more. You guys are vibrant. You guys are bold. You need to have that bold energy to be able to be this type of a person. And so people are drawn to you. You're charismatic. You are functioning on all cylinders. And you have to be firing on all cylinders to be able to create such magic in your life. And people are realizing that you are so much more intensely, practically magical in the way that you are as a human in this lifetime. And people have so much more respect for you, pile number 3, these days. So that is what I feel for you guys, pile number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in on this read. Thanks for letting me read for you. And boop that like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in another one. Bye for now.